So this is my portrait studio, and I've been here one time in the last 6 months. And this pandemic has really been something, and who would have ever thought that this year would go the way that it has gone. Thankfully, tomorrow we're shooting our first session since the pandemic started. So let me give you a little background information about the studio. A few years ago, some friends of mine put me on to Sue Bryce, and I remember her from Creative Live like 10 years ago or so, and I remember she was like a pretty good glamour photographer, but it wasn't really something that interested me at the time. But I came to realize that she had a full education site. It's called Sue Bryce Education. What was really cool about it was it just didn't teach you how to take pretty pictures, which it does, but it also taught you how to run a successful business every little step of the way. To get started up, do marketing things, promotions, how to get around roadblocks in your head about selling, how to sell photos, okay? Something that you don't learn on YouTube. So I found that to be so fascinating and interesting, and it really got me thinking that I wanted to start a portrait studio. And so for a little while there, I did it out of my home studio. It worked out okay, but I soon realized that, I didn't want to bring clients in there. Kids equal mess, right? My kids are really messy. There's 2 girls, so yeah, messy. So a couple of years ago, I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and she has these apartments in the back of her house with alley access, a courtyard and everything. And I was like, gosh, this would make a really cool studio setup. I would love to, rent this out if one of your tenants ever moved out. And I would say that was a Friday, the next Monday or Tuesday, she contacts me and she goes, hey, my tenant just told me that he's moving out. And I go, okay, let's do it. Checked out the space. It is small. It's very intimate, I like to call it. But worked out okay. And since then, I've been turning this into my studio and building it out. And it's mine. It's Studio Stephen James. My name is Stephen Lynch. James is my middle name, and it just had this nice ring to it. But I want to take you on a studio tour here. But first, I gotta clean, so be right back. Alright, so I haven't been here in so long. The grapevines here over the summer grew across the screen door of the studio, and I literally had to pull them off just to get in. So this is my makeup area, and my makeup artist will come to these portraits and set up right here. It's kind of small, but it works. And we'll have our client sit down here, and we have this beautiful natural light coming in, and mixed with her LED that she brings up here, it kind of hits the face and it's perfect. Here's some of our previous work. This is our main shooting area. You can see it's pretty small. I do have backdrops that I've hung all over the room here, so I've laid them out going across almost every single wall. This right here is our bathroom, also known as the changing room. So I keep storage back there for cleaning supplies. I have my portable AC, and yeah, the toilet and all that. Now, something I did do is take the door off this because it just gets in the way. This is where I keep light stands, lights. We have our boxes for posing. We've got backdrops, all kinds of things. We've got shelves over here, and then shelves over on this side too. And I keep it closed up with curtains while we're shooting and stuff, unless I need to get something out of there. Now, we do use Godox lights in the studio here. These are their MS lines. They're really cheap, like $100 or $120 or so. They work out okay, but they don't stop down far enough. For something that's really cheap, this thing works fantastic. It's small, it's light, it's portable, and it fits into this space. And you can understand space is a premium in here. So if I can get things off the ground, out of the way, great. That's one of the reasons why I have the C-stand here. Okay, so now if you've been following Sue Bryce, you know that she talks heavily about the reveal session and the reveal wall. And this is my reveal wall back here. I built it on here. It's got a black matte finish on it. What you do is you take all your photos and then you have a reveal session party. You don't show your pictures to the clients ahead of time. You sit there, you edit them, take a week or so to have them ready, and you print them out. You have a printed reveal. And then what happens is I line them all up on here, I cover this up, and then I bring the clients in, I serve them a little wine and cheese, little hors d'oeuvres, and I will pull the curtain back as a slideshow ends, and there is their photos, and they can pick from them, and it's really an experience that they have their photos right there, and they can hold them in their hands, and it's just like, wow. Okay, so this right here, this is one of my showcase boxes, and this is what my clients take home when they purchase one of our big packages. Basically, it holds anywhere up to 15 photos in matted frames like this. It's got glass, and you can put it on a table or you can put it up onto a mantle. This pandemic's been hard on us creators and small business owners, and there's a lot of people that I know that have personally been affected, and they've had to shut down their businesses, and some have had to move out of state because they just couldn't afford to live here anymore. And it really sucks. For me, about 2 weeks ago, I was this close to pulling the plug. I had written up my 30 days notice to move out of the space, and I was just ready to give up because I wasn't making any money, and I'm spending money every month to rent the space. A space that I haven't been in more than once in 6 months. And that's not a very good investment, is it? But I sat there for a second, and I didn't send the letter in. I said, give it a few hours or so, maybe the rest of the day, and see how I feel. And literally that same day, I was contacted to do 3 or 4 commercial ad jobs and a couple of portrait sessions. And it was just like, wow, what? I was this close. I was this close to giving up, guys. And that's something that it's hard to wrap my head around. I just want to make a living as a creator and doing something I love, I mean, that's all of us want, right? But yeah, tomorrow's session should be interesting. I'm going to try and bring you guys along with. I'm not sure if I'll be able to because it's a lot of having to run the camera and then do all the things that I need to do here. I'm going to see what I can do. But it's going to be someone I shot before, and they're bringing their boyfriend in for a couple's portrait. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, so it's going to go okay, but we got our makeup artist coming in too. Something interesting about me and my makeup artist, though, is both of us during this pandemic have gotten COVID-19 at different times. We didn't get it from each other. I got it fairly mild. She got it worse than I did. But both of us are still producing antibodies. So for all intents and purposes, we are effectively immune to the coronavirus. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't do safe measures and all that. Of course, we're going to follow all the guidelines, wear our masks, do all the safety protocols, and all the things they're requiring us to do in order to open up business. Of course, because we're going to take care of our clients like that. But just the peace of mind to know that we probably won't get it again. And the chance of us spreading it to our clients is very minimal. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm going to try and bring you guys along with, but we'll see. If not, I'm going to bring you on some of the commercial jobs I'm doing in the next month. Well, I got to get going. I'm done cleaning here now, and I got to get home and do some stuff there. But yeah, go out there and shoot, and you know what? Like this video if you do. Give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Push the little bell notification so you can find out, when we're doing things again. Find out my next video. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace out, guys.